Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's our time for our last division of the series to talk about this season. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the NFC East, and we're starting off with the defending NFC champions, the Eagles. And you know what? I know them, you guys know them too. Let's bring in my special guest. Here comes Cortez to talk about the Eagles.
What's good, everybody? I'm here to tell you that the Eagles, the team to beat yet again, not only in the AFC but in all of football. Sadly, last year, yes, we didn't finish the fight. I'm not gonna speculate as to why. I mean, we give props to the Chiefs. That ain't happening again this year. The Eagles bolstered that team even better than last year. The defense is ready. We drafted well. We acquired some decent running backs. Yes, I'm sad to see Boobie Miles go, but very happy. We have DeAndre Swift, a very stout backfield back there. So Jalen Hurts, if you, I'm not sure if you guys saw, but he's taking kind of personal on his phone. He has that picture of that Super Bowl loss as his background. Trust me, that's motivation right there. It's stopping us this year. Ain't no Cowboys or Giants are gonna stop us, and Commanders don't matter because, I mean, come on. But I tell you again, Eagles, team to beat this year. Ain't no one better.
Well, guys, thank you, Cortez, for the video. Of course, you can always check out Cortez. Here is his channel on Twitch, right here on the screen right now. Hopefully, Wolf edits that in. I know he didn't edit it for Jake/Bobby Live, but there's Cortez's channel. Hopefully, it's in there. If it's not in the video, just check the description. His link will be in the description 100%. But let's talk about the Eagles. Last year, they were they went to this AFC Championship game. They won that. Went to the Super Bowl. They lost to the Chiefs in a close contest. Last year, went 14-3, like took over and dominated the NFC East. There was another team in the NFC East we got to talk about after this team, though, and we'll talk about them in just a little bit of time. Of course, they lost Boobie Miles, as Cortez calls him, but they got DeAndre Swift. They got Rashad Penny. I mean, they got some decent running backs in return. Gainwell is still there. The team still has A.J. Brown, still has Devonta Smith. Jalen Hurts, as long as he plays like he did last year, he's going to be fine. The offensive line is solid. The tight end is solid. This Eagles team looking, much better than last season, in my opinion. They look really good. I think that they're going to come into their own this season. On the defensive side of the ball, you still got the old veterans like Fletcher Cox there in the defensive tackle position. You also got like Terrell Edmonds coming in, a younger, from the Steelers, a safety. He's coming in to take over from that safety spot as well. You got Rashawn Heck still there as well. Darius Slay is still a monster CB to deal with. So yeah, this team is actually set up pretty well. I think they're probably the best team right now in the NFC, just judging by their roster. But just because their roster is stacked doesn't mean they're going to connect and be the best team, as always. You know how it goes. Even though you might have the best team on paper, it doesn't mean you're going to be the best team overall in general. Let's go to my predictions for the Eagles schedule this season. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, I have the Eagles going an average of 13-4 this season, a ceiling of 14-3, and a floor of 11-6 if all the bad stuff happens to them. Now, I think this team is actually really good on paper. And I think they're really good also going to be on the field as well because, I mean, another season with Nick Siraj. I can't really say his last name, so I know his first name's Nick. With their head coach, another season with their head coach, they're looking like they're going to be a good team. I mean, just chemistry-wise, it's up and stuff like that. It's not like one of those teams that's like the, it's not, I'll use an NBA example. It's not like LeBron, Westbrook, stuff like that where they just didn't click together as a, great players, but they didn't connect together on the field at all, or on the court, I should say, in that instance. This is not what you're going to have with the Eagles here. The Eagles are going to be decent this year. I guarantee you that. Let's go through the game that they have real quickly. They beat the Patriots, they beat the Vikings, they beat the Bucks, they beat Washington, beat the Rams, beat the Jets, beat Miami, lose to Washington. I believe that's in Washington. They beat Dallas at home, beat the Chiefs, a Super Bowl rematch. They get their win back from that one. Beat the Bills, beat the Niners, and you can see I put the Niners and Chiefs as close games that they could lose. there's a possibility they could lose, as always. They lose to Dallas in Dallas. They beat Seattle. They lose to the Giants in a close contest in Philly. They beat the Cardinals, and then they lose to the Giants again in New York. So, yeah, they end the season off with 2 losses to a division rival, and maybe it hurts them going into the postseason. Who knows? But that's my prediction for the schedule. Let's get to our final thoughts on the Eagles. So, as you can see, I have the Eagles starting off very strong, but the last 5 games of the season, they lose 3 of those games, and those 3 games are against division rivals. And I think that's going to hurt them in the end with their, postseason, stuff, because I think they're going to be facing a division rival in the playoffs, and they're going to lose to them. The reason I think that is because I don't see the Eagles going back-to-back. Honestly, that's a hard feat as is in the NFL, and even though they might have the team to do it, I just don't really see that happening for the Eagles this season. And I'm sorry to say that to anyone that's really, an Eagle fan thinking they're going to go back-to-back. But in my honest opinion, they're going to be a good team this year, and they could do it. But, it's so hard to do it, I can't predict that. You know what I mean? But for this season, I think they are going to be a decent team this year. They're going to defend the NFC well. Hopefully it's not like a Rams situation like last year where they won the Super Bowl and then they just completely fell off a cliff for no reason. Well, actually, we know the reason. It was injuries. But, yeah, I just don't see the Eagles going back-to-back. I cannot predict that, at least right now in the time being. Maybe when the playoffs come around and I see the team myself, personally, and watch the games, I'll have a different, opinion on that. But for right now, I'm giving the Eagles a 13-4 record, and I think they're going to make the postseason. But that's just my predictions. You guys might have a different prediction in the comment section below. Please leave the comments. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you liked and actually what you see here in general for the NFL Files, hit the subscribe button. When the NFL season starts off, we're going to be having shorts coming out of me predicting every game this season. It'll be like a quick 1-minute video of just, trying to be as fast as I possibly can be. But, guys, up next, we got the Dallas Cowboys. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you then. Peace.